Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 6. Last time we kind of ended the episode a bit abruptly, as seems to be the case more often than not these last couple of times. I don't know, I guess my time management is just absolutely on point. Let's see here, did we... I guess we found the platinum ring in this room. Yeah, that seems to be it. So, presumably dropped by that main dancing bones thing. Okay, and here we have some herbs. Some more ice bolt for the collection. Yep. Maybe we'll use them one day. Probably not. Chainmail vest, steel broadsword. Steel broadsword. 9 to 27. What's up with the low max damage for these, actually? Oh well, it's what it is. Obviously, a non-magical sword is just not an option. Group heal, yes please. Armor elixir, why not? Oh wait. Armor elixir. Do we have any of those? We do not have any of those? Apparently not. Enduring armor effect 8. Enduring shield effect 6. Ah. Okay. Enduring armor being... No, that's Ward of Steel. Okay. In that case, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I think... Wait, hold on. I know I've used one of these before, but... Okay, that's a different effect. Obviously, that's not protection, and it's only for her. Yeah, that makes sense. As potions typically work. And that is just a stronger version of the same thing, so it makes sense that they use the same icon. And it's obviously also not the same as this. Yeah. Okay, so that's just a completely separate thing. Good to know. Good to know. I mean, yeah, you could be holding on to that, but again, I want to keep her inventory clean. Oh, he did have one of those. Never mind. Yeah, okay. Right. Well then, we're done here. Yeah, we looked around everywhere already. There wasn't really all that much to do. The quest was from Captain Bagdatis. I mean, I could go back and turn that in right away, but I suppose I could also actually continue exploring a little bit. We're still in decent enough condition. Presumably this is going to be the entrance to the spiral. Yep, the undead spiral. Undead spiral, warning. Undispelled curses still active in this area. Only proceed with proper protection or under guard. Well, I mean, we are our own guard and decently protected. As you walk down this gallery, you feel a chill. It's colder here, and the lights are dimmer. The ground is scattered with old, bleached bones. Sometimes, out of the corner of your eye, you think you can see the bones shift slightly. Some areas of Avernum are just naturally magical. Sometimes the magic is beneficial, other times not. The tunnel is clearly unfriendly to living things. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed. So this is the entrance, right? It spirals inward, like counterclockwise? Or does it just go both ways around? Hello there, warped wolves. Surprisingly friendly. Spiritual herbs, okay. Oh, this leads back out into slightly less evil areas, I guess. Just north of Mertis. Waylon? Excuse me? Who? As you walk down the road north of Mertis, a man runs toward you. He looks filthy, bedraggled, and terrified. His leather jerkin has a long tear running down the front. An old broadsword hangs from his belt. "Soldiers," he pants. "At last! Please, I'm Waylon. We need help. Brigands, attacking. Please follow me. Help us." I mean, this is such an obvious trap. Sorry, I'm too busy to help you. Of all the possible things to answer in such a situation, that is probably the one that's not... that seems, you know, completely inappropriate. You want me to follow you? Yes, please. We're holding them off, but there's little time. We need help. What exactly is wrong? He points to the north and gasps. "Camped! Up there, several of us. Brigands attacked us. Fought them off, killed one. They're besieging us and need help, please." Where do you want me to go exactly? Our camp, off the road. Thought we'd be safe back there. We weren't. Don't have long. And then, now our only options are to agree or to just say, nah, you're gonna be fine. Or not, we don't care. I was really hoping for an option to doubt him. A, to doubt. Or however the meme goes. Oh well. I mean, it might for... I suppose it would be a nice twist, in a way, if it was actually genuine. Even though it seems so obviously like a trap. But then it's probably just an obvious trap. I don't know. He nods and takes several deep breaths. Thank you, thank you. Please hurry, follow me. He runs off toward the narrow tunnels to the north, off the main road. Well, we got some brigands right there. You catch up with Waylon and the band of refugees he described. Wait, what? No, we didn't. Huh? You find, however... I mean, was he supposed to run into us, like, much further south? It seems like that. Isn't like it, because we actually just passed the camp. Okay, so this didn't quite play out the way it was supposed to. Also, yes, of course it was an extremely obvious trap. A shame. Too predictable. You find, however, that they don't look like pitiful refugees at all. They're armed people, dirty and vicious-looking, accompanied by a large Slithzerikai. You look around for their attackers. None are to be seen. I mean, they are the attackers. Why would we assume that those... Well, I guess Waylon said he was going to lead us to the other refugees directly, who were being besieged. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what kind of situation we were expecting to see. But why we would expect those armed people to be the refugees that we were expecting, and not the brigands that we were also kind of expecting, I don't know. Whatever. None are to be seen. Waylon turns to look at the Slith. The Slith nods. Waylon gives you a nasty smile. You are the one. Kill them. Okay, so not just any brigands either, or rather, they were specifically looking out for us, so that makes sense. Sent by either the Shadow or maybe one of the others. Yeah. Okay. I mean, badly for you, Mr. Waylon. Your friends are nowhere near, and we are. I think we're going to start with one of these. Okay. For some reason you did not immediately attack us. We're going to actually just hang back here. Ah, okay, they are coming. But they are too slow. Bad for you guys. Okay. Yeah, why don't we start with a nice lightning spray? How do you like that? Too bad one of them was not actually in range, but that's okay. Hey, Waylon. Should have planned out your little ambush a little bit better. Okay. That kind of hurts. Grimy Brigand. I mean, these don't have a ton of hit points at least. Come on. Well-aimed blow. 80 damage. Very good. Okay, we're coming. Oh, that guy's a lot tankier. But that should not matter. And these, or rather this time around, should be able to get them all with a lightning spray. Yeah, very nice. The treacherous Waylon collapses to the ground. He looks up at you and gasps. We were told it would be easy. It would be weak. Shouldn't have. I'm sorry. And then he dies. I mean, was he actually desperate and had to agree to this? To, like, try and save himself, or maybe his family or something? I don't know. We don't know that. He might have been a scoundrel to begin with. Or maybe he was actually a decent guy who just, you know, had to comply. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. We didn't have a choice in the matter. Oh, you're poisoned? I mean, poison hardly matters, so that's fine. I guess we can still treat it. And none of them dropped anything. Okay. And the Slith is nowhere to be seen, huh? What? The Slith nods? Did the text mention that the Slith nodded? Oh, wait. Oh, he's still there. Came from somewhere else. Never mind. The jar contains a lot of moldy bread and a scroll. You discard the former and read the letter. Yeah, the other way around wouldn't make a lot of sense, would it? It is a letter. Yeah. It begins with a... read the letter. It is a letter. You don't say. It begins with a detailed description of you, followed by this message. A constant irritation to be slain. The shadow will spare and reward those who do the will of the horde, even those not of our kind. Okay, so just very generic promises of some sort of reward. Hello? Thresh. 500 hit points, okay. Not sure where he was coming from. Like, from here somewhere, but, I mean, maybe he was trying to make his way around like that? But this passage wasn't blocked, so I don't know why that would be the case. Either way, that is not important right now. Nice, very good. First attack. Well-aimed arrow to the face for good measure. Just a fireball. Okay. Kind of resistant to fire. And he wasted his one turn that he got by hasting himself. Well. Some wine. Yew longbow. Steel javelins. Yeah, that's perfectly fine weight-wise. More of these. More javelins than we'll ever be able to use. A girdle of insight, huh? Well, look at that. I guess we already sold. No, she has one of those. Okay, never mind. Right, we didn't replace that one. We replaced what he had before, the magical efficiency one. Right, so we don't really, we don't have a use for this one. Steel ward there for the collection. Okay, so that was in here, right? Yeah. No further information, I guess, of any relevance. Just what we basically already knew. Purging crystal. Yeah, those. Some even more mushroom flour. 43 bags. Holy crap. Almarian wine. Why, hello there. I mean, we have more than we're supposedly need for some sort of quest. I thought we already needed it somewhere, but I guess not. Maybe I already had extras and I could sell all of these. I don't need to. Piece of meat. I mean, I think we no longer need to hold on to one of those for quest reasons. Right? I think that situation has actually come up where we could have, or maybe even did use one of these. Well, either way. A single piece of meat obviously doesn't make a difference, so we might as well hold on to it just in case. Right. Well, that was that. I was actually, when we suddenly ran into this, what was his name? Waylon, or whatever. Yeah, Waylon. I was just about to consider turning around because I wasn't really planning to you know, continue exploring northward. But then again, there shouldn't be really a whole lot left up this way. Some bats here. Enormous cave bed. Oh yeah, they are tanky. Interesting. But I don't have to fight them if I don't want to. Grey mold. Yeah, there should be... We can come back for them if I feel like it. Can we just go through here? No. Oh. Interesting. No path. So, where is the button? Oh, there it is. Uh-huh. Hello? Hello? I guess I have to move once in order to actually reveal the map there. There we go. And ivory band. Mind effect resistance. Which... Oh, hold on. She still has one of those. Okay. So that's exactly the same thing that we had before. Yeah, we don't need two of them. I mean, mind effect resistance isn't useless, but then again, it's never a guarantee to resist mind effects, right? So I guess when in doubt, in a fight where it's absolutely crucial that one or several of us don't succumb to such effects, it's this is not going to guarantee our success, and it's always going to come down to luck anyway. It's going to, you know, increase the odds a little bit, but ultimately, yeah, I guess ultimately, mind effect resistance is probably never better than just straight up damage resistances, because those will always apply to some extent, right? They will always reduce incoming damage, whereas mind effect resistance is a binary thing, I believe. I mean, it might affect how long, the duration of a debuff, but as far as whether it's applied or not in the first place, it's binary. So ultimately, you know, it's going to come down to saving and hoping and reloading if it doesn't work out, with or without the ivory band. So yeah. In that regard, we probably also don't need the extra one that I was still holding on to. Mertis South, yep, Eastern Gallery, Silver North. Basically, at this point, I just want to see if indeed we are going to be stopped here. Huh, that gate is not closed. But surely, yeah, okay, that the next one is. Right, because I kind of doubt that the game would let me just wander into the Eastern Gallery right now. Seems like that is not quite how it's supposed to work for now. Hello, Sergeant Olala. You stand at the gate leading to the Eastern Gallery, the primary battleground against the Slith Horde. There is a sergeant peering out at you through the window. She looks like she's barely 17, if that. The situation up here must be desperate if warriors so young are being promoted like this. She looks... maybe she's just that good. Come on, give her the benefit of the doubt. She looks out at you nervously through the bars. You don't think she has held this post long. Greetings, soldier. I am Sergeant Olala. I have a list here of people who can pass through the gate. Give me your name. Why do you need my name? She just told us. We keep lists of soldiers who are allowed to travel freely. There aren't many, so we can keep track of them. It's to solve the problems we've been having. I would like to investigate on that, but I guess I can't. I need to pass through. Olala nods. So everyone says, but we have had problems with deserters. Deserters who want to enter the battlefield? And join the Slith Horde, or what? No. I mean, that wouldn't be deserters, that would be traitors. Huh? That doesn't make sense for people to want to actively enter the Eastern Gallery from the relative safety of the, you know, Great Cave and Tower Colony area. Oh well. Deserters. Her voice drops to a whisper. And spies. Yeah, okay. Those make more sense in that case. Give your name. Sergeant Delala checks her papers, then checks them again. Then she shakes her head. I'm sorry. I'm sure there is a mistake. Are you sure you have orders sending you to the Eastern Gallery? I mean, I never said that. I just said I wanted to enter. You should ask your commanding officer. Maybe the proper paperwork did not get sent. You tried to convince her to let you by, but nervous as she is determined to follow her orders. Well, I guess we'll just have to swim 3 meters then to get over there. Nah, it's fine. I don't want to die that desperately. Deirdre. Okay. There is a fletchling Fletcher sitting off from the main group of refugees. She sits by her blanket and working on a cavewood bow. Her own bow sits nearby, ready for use if someone threatens her. She looks up at you and smiles. Weeks on the road have not completely stripped away her manners. Good day to you. I'm Deirdre. I'm a Fletcher by trade. Perhaps I can sell something to aid in your day's hunt? I kinda doubt it, but I'll happily be proved wrong. You're still making bows while on the road? Oh, yes. There's huge demand. Few of the refugees have anything left to pay me, so I sell them cavewood bows very cheaply. Then they can defend themselves and maybe even get a little food. Defend themselves against what? Brigands and bullies. The bows aren't much, I admit, but even the threat of a wound is usually able to scare off a lone thug or a scribane eater. Yeah, you'd think so. What do they hunt for? She looks up at the ceiling. 50 feet above you, you note an unusual absence of bats. They hunt lizards, bats, even fish, but those sources of food are becoming rarer and rarer, hunted to nothingness. I mean, I keep encountering bats pretty regularly. And slaughtering them and leaving them there to rot, I guess. But maybe I shouldn't mention that. Can you tell me about the area? She smiles, trying to keep a good attitude. Always glad to help. I've been up and down this road for weeks. Mertis is to the south, through, though I imagine you've already been there. No, actually, we have not. The tunnels to the east are haunted. Stay away from there. And the eastern gallery is to the north. It's not as bad a place for a refugee these days. The eastern gallery is not that bad. I thought it's the main battleground. That sounds pretty bad. Yeah, why is the eastern gallery better? There's still room to camp and game to hunt, and the brigands tend to stay away from the front. Of course, if the Slith Horde breaks through, you have to be ready to run, but as long as you watch out for Silvar and the Kytrex, you should be fine. What's wrong with Silvar? What few thugs are left in the gallery are there. The mayor has lost control. It's a savage place now, one to beware. Of course, you're a soldier, so you should be fine. What are Kytrex? The plague of the caves, huge bugs, nasty and meat-eating, and they swarm. The soldiers aren't free to keep them under control anymore. If you head too far to the west in the gallery, you'll find them soon enough. Well, unfortunately, because I decided to ask the second question first, I had to go through that again. What do you know about the haunted tunnels? Well, I'm originally from Formello. Everyone in the east and north has heard of the undead tunnels, where the dead come back to life. The people of Mertis have long burned their dead, so that the curse couldn't claim them. Not even the most desperate refugees go back there. Right. Can I see your wares? Yes. Yew longbow. Cavewood longbow. Oh wow, look at that difference. Fine lance, huh? That's a throwing weapon though, yeah, of course. Blessed bow, 11 to 22. Huh, wait. Could that actually be good? Could it be? 11 to 22. Well, yesn't, I would say. I mean, slightly higher base damage, or low damage, but somewhat significantly lower max damage, so I would say probably not better? I have no idea. I'm gonna go with maximum damage, you know, higher maximum damage usually being better, so I'm gonna say not better. Yeah, you actually have one of those as well. Okay, well, that is indeed all I need. Thanks for the info and the surprisingly nice conversation. That's definitely not something you can take for granted. And, well, I guess that's that. No one else has a name, so no one else is important. Some random chairs. Okay. Entering near Mertis. What is that? A farmhouse, okay. Hello, what's going on here? Asmara? Welcome. Oh, for some reason, okay. I thought I saw more than one person in here, but I guess not. In the farmhouse, you meet a tall, buxom woman. Buxom? Buxom. Despite the hard times and her pale skin, she is still energetic and healthy. She is preparing some lizard meat to be made into jerky. She has a large broadsword at her belt. The way she moves, she's clearly had at least a little training in its use. When you enter, she wipes off her hands with a towel. I welcome you, soldier. Your kind always has a place at the table. I'm Asmara. Perhaps you could use some rations for the road. Huh, someone actually offering food? That's a rarity these days. Tell me about your farm. She shakes her head. It's hard. Hard times. Bad for all of Mertis. Once the blight came, most of us left. We only stayed because of the livestock. Life has always been harsh in Mertis. Always foes coming from one direction or the other. But losing the crops, too much. Where did the other farmers go? Everywhere. Some north, some south. Some went to the portal, and others became refugees looking for a cave the blight hadn't touched. She shakes her head and says quietly, I don't blame them for going. Nothing to stay for. Don't tell me about your livestock. The lizards. We've been raising them for years, for food and to pull wagons. But now they're all going to end up on the dinner table. Vicious beasts, but they'll keep us alive for a while. What sort of foes attack you? There's the undead spiral to the northeast, though that's been under control. And the honeycomb to the west. That's worse than ever. What is the undead spiral? It's some caves, but they're cursed. Dark, old, wild magic that made the dead rise from the grave and hunt the living. The mages have wards on the place now, or so I hear. Well, someone might be about to remove one of them, or all of them, sometime soon, just as a heads up. All I know is that we haven't had much trouble from there for years. Well, then it's about time, I guess, for things to go back to the old ways. Tell me about the honeycomb. It's a labyrinth, an impossible tangle of caves west of Mertis. None of us ever go in there. You won't come out. But lately, other things have been coming out. Creatures, beasts. The soldiers have been stopping and killing them, but it's getting worse. That's what I hear anyway. You want to know more? You should ask around in town. Okay, will do. I see you have a sword. She nods. For protection. We have food, and wherever there's food, you'll see bandits soon enough. Are you good enough to fight them off? Don't know, but I'll try. I'll die on my terms, not theirs. Well, best of luck with that. Or, with not dying in the first place. Can I see what you have for sale? Well, 1 unit of fine leather. I wonder if that's worth it. Man, it would be so nice if I could look at my own inventory while shopping, but I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal. There's a leather worker that we found very early on. I don't know if they showed me all the things they could possibly do, or if it was also a matter of only seeing a limited list of things, because I probably didn't have a lot of fine leather at the time. So that might actually be something I should return to. I did even take a note about it, but I don't think I've ever returned after my first visit, like 40 episodes ago. So it's possible that we could have something decent made from fine leather, or maybe there's another leather worker somewhere later in the game that actually offers better stuff. Either way, I don't know that I need to buy another one right now. Redskin helmet is not useful, And, yeah, we don't really need more food, but it's an option at least. It's good to know. Alright, another pretty friendly conversation here. Maybe this area isn't so bad. Okay, just checking. Don't worry about it. Oops. There's some lizards. Oh. Hello there, Avram. This man is struggling to keep his farm running. The crops are a total loss, but he still has lizards to raise and butcher. He always keeps a broadsword close at hand in case any brigands stop by. He greets you. Good day to you. I'm Avram, he says. If you're interested in some rations for the road, please talk to my wife. She's in the house. Alright. We already have the pleasure. Okay, and here we connect the dots. Right? Yes. Yeah, looks like we've been everywhere around here. Very good. Oh, what have we here? A digging spot. Some grey mold. And this would be Mertis, I guess. Yep, discovered Mertis, okay. Sage Perth, deliver all reports of undead spiral activity here. Oh, okay. Are we gonna get some sort of official greeting? Ah, yes. You enter the farming village of Mertis, now almost abandoned in the face of the blight. Mertis is partially surrounded by a thick stone wall. Yeah, very partially, because this side is completely open. It looks like work has continued on it, on and off for decades. It is still far from complete, and it will probably never be finished. Well, not at the rate things are going currently, I guess. Many of the houses are boarded up and abandoned. The streets are empty except for a few soldiers at the west end of town. It is a sad sight. Why was the wall never finished? Caravan merchant. Okay, just quickly... Ah, there's the pylon. That is useful. Okay, and with that we've actually completely mapped everything out north of here. Very good. Right, soldier brandy. Cheers, Brandy. There is a camp of soldiers sitting around this fire, keeping a close watch on the wide, dark tunnel to the west. Ah, the entrance to the honeycomb. One of them, a sergeant, gets up to greet you. I keep forgetting what we are right now. Are we also sergeants, or... I don't know, maybe. Or lieutenants? I don't even know which one is higher rank. I'm completely useless when it comes to military stuff. Don't see many new faces out at this end of town. Most of them head right through, going to the Eastern Gallery. I'm Sergeant Brandy. I'm in charge here until they send someone with a higher rank. What can I do for you? How big is your garrison here? You're looking at most of it. Enough to keep the town secure. Not much more. Any soldier we can spare is going to hold off the Slith Horde. How are things going up north? You'll probably know better than me. All we get is gossip and rumors, and those are more false than true, as you well know. Can I get any supplies? She shakes her head. Sorry, orders from above. We don't get much, but we can keep what we have. Okay. What are you watching? She points to the west. That is the honeycomb. It's a maze, full of monsters and thugs. More the former than the latter lately. Sometimes they come out and we have to kill them. Where are they coming from? We don't know. My guess is something is breeding them, or making them. Maybe a Slith Horde supply, or Empire agents, or a dragon. Those are just guesses. We get a lot of free time to think about these things. Have you sent in any scouts? A few, but we tell them to be careful because we don't have many to spare. None of them have seen anything of note yet. What I'd really like to know to know more about is the Dragon's Gate, but we haven't been able to get anyone there yet. Well, you might be in luck. The Dragon's Gate, you say? It's this old enchanted gate, left behind by some dragon that used to live in the honeycomb. Nobody can get it open, but that we know of. It's to the northwest. Intriguing. Not a quest, though, unfortunately. Okay. Anything I can do for you? I don't have the authority to give orders to you, but I'm sure there are other people in town who'd be happy to waste your time. I mean, it's not time wasted if there's anything in it for us. Okay, well, fair enough. So what is... shock of energy... Yeah, I only saw this line here in the text log, and I was wondering, but that was just the normal message for activating an obelisk, I guess. Okay, no quest, unfortunately, but we were told about... I mean, it's basically a quest, right? An undocumented quest. Go in there, find the Dragon's Gate. Beware, honeycomb, stay out. Fair enough. But of course, you know, we were always going to explore it, and we would have found the Dragon's Gate, even without knowing about it. Still, it's nice. Nice to be prepared, I guess. Hey, job board. Find Murdoch. Murdoch. That name sounds familiar. I mean, yeah, obviously it's a name, but I don't know. We might not have run into them in this game yet. A clumsily scrawled note reads, Murdoch, we lost you while passing by the Great Portal. We are going on to Silvar. Please meet us there, Nazil. P.S. Anyone who knows of Murdoch and tells us will be rewarded. Huh. Maybe we did? Oh, what? Maybe... Hold on. There were those two separate people who basically told the exact same story, right? Which I commented on at the time. The one person who... we also got a quest from the job board, from his family, basically, to look for him. I forget his name now. And we did find him in a cave, and he said to basically tell them that, you know, to stop looking for him. And then, just moments later, we in a different cave, kind of nearby, we found another person who basically had the exact same backstory. That might have been Murdoch. That would make sense. I mean, we've been pretty much everywhere we can go, except for the honeycomb. I doubt he would be in the undead spiral, or, I mean, if he is, he's dead, or undead. I mean, I haven't met Nazil either yet, but I'm guessing they're probably in town, so maybe... I guess as soon as we find Nazil, we'll be able to... Or we'll know if we did indeed already run into Murdoch. If we don't actually have to go find him again now that we have the quest. We'll see. Bounty and Tunnel Hunters. A bounty will be paid for anyone who can kill 10 of the hideous wolf monsters roaming the honeycomb. These creatures are very fast and very dangerous. The bounty can be collected from Sergeant Brandy, stationed at the west end of Mertis. Okay, so they did have something for us to do. She could have just told us when we talked to her. And there's a quest for the Dragon Gate as well. I did not see that at first. We of Mertis need to scout to enter the honeycomb, find the Dragon Gate, and evaluate it. Return the information to Mayor Aaron. A generous bounty will be paid. The Dragon Gate is thought to be in the northwest quadrant of the honeycomb. The surrounding tunnels are heavily infested with monsters. Be warned. Okay. Alright. Mayor Aaron is in there. Sage Perth, right? We read the sign outside. Saskia. Okay. A tailor, it looks like. Or some sort of craftswoman. This is... What is this? Just a random house? Not an inn? Oh, well, there is a person with a name here. What's it say? Maxfield's home. That makes sense. Okay, I mean, might as well, I guess. We've got to start somewhere. Maxfield. There's a withered old farmer sitting at this table, tending to a small potted plant. He leans close to it, snipping off grey and withered bits with a pair of scissors. He approaches the job with great quiet and intensity. When it is done, he looks up at you. Ah, a soldier. I'm Maxfield, just a farmer. But I could use your help, if you have a few minutes. I keep asking the sergeant for assistance, but she doesn't take me as serious as she should. Okay. You mentioned needing my help? Indeed. I do. One of my breeding experiments in my workshop went a little wrong. Then, while I was trying to fix it, some monsters slipped in there. I'll unlock the door for you. I need someone to kill the wolf things. Whatever they are. Don't hurt the plants. I'll take care of them. Where is your shed? He points to the northeast. Next building over. Northeast? Okay. So, maybe this one here. Monsters, where did they come from? They came out of the honeycomb. Been a lot of that happening. The soldiers get most of them, but... He shakes his head. What would happen if I damaged the plants? They would explode. I don't know why every one of my breeds that goes wrong ends up exploding, but that's how it always seems to work out. That might be a reference to an earlier game. I don't know, there are so many NPCs. There definitely could have been a Maxfield that, had some sort of quest involving exploding plants. Alright, anyway, guess I'll try to avoid that. What are you working on? Breeding. I'm trying to come up with a plant that can grow food for Avernum. Something to replace what we've lost. It's not only mages that can do this work. I don't even think they're the best at it. Have you had any success? None. Oh, sure, I breed a tree that grows fruit slightly faster than the ones before, but that's not enough for the problem we face. You don't think the mages can defeat the blight? No, I think simple skill and persistence might do it, but not magic. You wouldn't know it to look at me, but I'm the one who bred a mushroom resistant to 2 of the other blights we faced. There have been other blights? Of course. You raise a crop, eventually a sickness will come along to afflict it, and so you breed a better sort. I've bred new mushrooms twice. No help from those fancy mages. But the mushroom blight we have now, it's faster and nastier than anyone I've seen before. Nobody's able to find a thing. Nobody's been able to do a thing to stop it. Where do you think it came from? Who knows? These things just appear. No reason to try to find a cause to it. Not everything is made by wizards, or lizards for that matter, and not everything is solved by wizards. That's what I say. Well, fair enough. Can I buy some food? He shakes his head. None to spare. I'm not that sort of farmer. I'm more of a breeder now. Right. Well, yeah, okay. We should be able to help. Difficulty 30, okay. So maybe he's gonna unlock that for us. I mean, almost certainly, because there is no way anyone is ever actually going to pick that. Okay, you open the door. And there's a way down from there. Should probably focus on that right away before I forget, but... ooh, hello? Not mine. That's fair. Also not mine. The digging spot, though, is absolutely free for me to take. And it's a wisdom crystal, amazing. Before I head underground, I kind of want to look around. Just see what there is to see. Oh, what? You managed to pick the lock, and that was enough experience to give her the level up. She must have been extremely close then, because I can't imagine that being worth a whole lot. Let's see here. I did want to give her that extra point of strength, huh? Which would allow her to use these right away. Right? Yes. Do I really want to? I mean, I already gave him an extra point of strength that maybe technically he didn't even need, but... Ah, what the heck, right? There, we just found a wisdom crystal. There, eat one of those or whatever it is you do with them. Don't get into combat. And there you go. It's fine. Probably. Probably a waste, but, you know. Okay, 47 out of 50. And, yeah, these just aren't all that good. She has the clover boots on, right. Okay. Nothing here for us. That's fine. These were just, yeah, like a caravan preparing to depart. This is the inn? The Mertis Arms. Yes, I think so. There are a lot of people to talk to in this supposedly mostly abandoned town, I gotta say. This house has been abandoned, okay. And abandoned means that everything is free for us to take. Well, everything not being a whole lot in this case, but it's something. Okay, this... also abandoned. Alright, fair enough. 2 abandoned houses. And this is some sort of church? Church of Prevailing Righteousness. Okay. The mayor is hanging out in the church. Maybe the mayor is also the priest. Okay, so we have to talk to the mayor, obviously, the sage, the shopkeeper, and I guess... oh, and the bartender. But first, I guess, before I forget, we're gonna deal with whatever is in here. This is a small botany workshop. Someone is hard at work breeding mushrooms in the hope of developing one resistant to the blight. The current crop, however, looks dangerous. There are bulging, hideous fungi, full of volatile gas. There's a strong methane smell in the air. Methane? Methane? A careless blow would result in a massive explosion. Could result. Okay, unstable shrubs. 31 hit points, okay. I'm going to assume that they are not actually hostile. I don't really know how we would accidentally attack them. And just don't use any area attacks, I suppose, any area spells, and we should be fine. Warped wolves? Okay. These don't even seem any different from other warped wolves we've seen. I think we've seen those before. Ah, should have done a well-aimed blow. Now, wouldn't it be fun to, say, cast a lightning bolt at this wolf and see where the other 2 bolts decide to go? I think one of them is almost certainly going to jump to this one. The other one, though? I really don't know. There's probably some sort of logic to it, and it's not just random, because I think it's consistent. If you keep casting at the same enemy and everything else is in the same positions surrounding it, the same 3 enemies will always be attacked. Oh, part of me really wants to, but then again, it would be kind of stupid and unnecessary, so let's not. I should actually have attacked this one. Although... slow stuff. Whatever, it's fine. I probably should heal. Shouldn't I? Well, actually, we should be fine. Or, you know what? Let's play it safe, okay. Yeah, she was attacked 4 times, so if I hadn't healed, I think she might have closely survived. But why risk it? Aha, nice riposte. I like it. Oh, again, sure, why not? And that's that. Exit combat. Huh? Oh, can't walk there. Fair enough. That was easy. And thankfully these shrubs, despite technically being considered enemies, do not initiate combat. That would be needlessly awkward, I suppose, if they did. Spiritual herbs, alright, sure, why not? And seems like that's that. Okay. It's kind of a jerk move, but you know, hard to resist stuff that's just sitting there, free for me to take. All of the wolf things are dead. Maxfield nods. Good, good. He unlocks a box by the north wall. I have some extra supplies in there. Help yourself. I'll take care of these exploding plants sooner or later. Do you need more help? He laughs. I need a lot of help, but not from you. A host of sages and mages, maybe, with Erika raised from the dead for good measure. Oh, well, I mean, we're actually heading towards the location of her old tower, so if we see her, we'll send her your way. Blessed gauntlets. Thanks, but no thanks. Curing elixir. Curing elixir. There you go. Okay, 47 minutes. I mean, I could end an episode early for a change. Nah. Hello, Saskia. This shop inside a dome of carefully carved stone blocks has traded with local farmers and passing caravans for many years. Thanks to the soldiers and refugees on the roads, it is still doing a brisk business. The shopkeeper thinks nothing of having a soldier enter her shop. She briskly takes care of you. Welcome to the Crossroad Trading Post. I'm Saskia. As I'm sure you expected, we buy and sell gear here. New and quality used. Let me know what you need. Well, tell me about Mertis. She shrugs, unenthusiastic about discussing recent events. What you see here is what you get. It's pretty sorry, I know. Things have been rough lately. You'd be better off talking to the mayor or the sergeant. How have things been rough? Oh, it's the honeycomb. It's a long story. The mayor can tell you more. Or Sergeant Brandy. Okay. You're just not in the mood for talking. I get it. Still, we'll insist, unfortunately. Where are they? The mayor is in the temple just across the way. The sergeant is usually at the guard post at the west end of town. There's nothing you can tell me? I don't spread rumors. I get in too much trouble that way. I'm just a shopkeeper. Okay. Let me see your wares. Okay, that's a lot of stuff, but... nothing that seems particularly interesting. I mean, maybe the Tinker's Crystal, but we do have a couple of them at this point. And we really haven't been needing to use any lately. I suppose I could have used one of them, now that I think about it, to open that level 13 lock near Comlos the Smith. Yeah, I really should have just done that. In fact, I mean, this is so cheap, I'm just gonna get another one. Plus, unlike piercing crystals, which do not affect barriers above a certain strength, meaning that the highest level barriers you will have to dispel yourself, with these Tinker Crystals, they are much stronger than you're realistically going to get your own dual use skill, right? So they can actually be used on locks that you will never be able to pick yourself. So in that regard, they could be pretty valuable, I suppose. Depends on how many of those kinds of locks even exist in the game. and how good the rewards are that hide behind them. Steel Javelin, Fine Lances. Yeah, I mean, for a consumable for a one-time use, that's just way too expensive. Even if we had a dedicated throwable weapon user. I mean, this is all just normal stuff. Coated Cloak, Fire Resistance, yeah, sure. Whatever. Platinum Ring. Armor Elixir, that's the better one, right? Yeah, the other one is Shielding Potion, so this is also kind of expensive for a potion. Might be good, might be even worth it, but you know me and my consumables. I'd really basically more collectibles than consumables to me. I'd like to sell something. Yeah, those I'll just sell. They're good throwing weapons. Quite good, actually. But, they're kind of wasted if I actually throw them. So, better to just turn them into some money. Alright, well, I suppose that's that. And I guess, yeah, everyone else, presumably, will have a bit more to say. Okay, we actually probably should start down here. That being said... Oh, we never found the person... That's right, we never found the person to report about... Where is it? Find Murdoch. We're going on to Silver. Oh, they're actually in Silver. Well... I doubt this job board quest counts as an official assignment. Well, obviously it's not an official assignment. So just having this quest would not allow us to bypass the locked gate into Silvar. So wait, hold on, wait, Silvar? Silvar. Come on, please. Oh, all right, that's Kodra. No, Silvar is here. But didn't the Fletcher warn us that Silvar was actually basically infested with brigands at this point? Okay. I mean, I suppose that doesn't mean that there aren't also non-brigands still there, but just that, the mayor is not really able to uphold law and order anymore, and that there are just a bunch of brigands using that place now as a staging point. Staging... Oh, yes. Anyway, next time we're gonna talk to the sage, the mayor, and the innkeeper, and see if they have any more quests for us or anything of interest to say. I see these tomes lying around here, so maybe we can actually start turning in those magical tomes here, those research notes. Yeah, I think that's what it is. That would be nice, finally having a purpose for those and getting some experience and payment out of them. But we'll see. We'll see next time. As always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.